Good morning, I'm Joanna, and this morning we're visiting with Dr. Travis Legleiter. He's with the University of Kentucky as Extension Weed Scientist there. Good morning, Travis.
Good morning.
Now, Travis, you're kind of new to Kentucky.
Yes, yeah.
But you have a really exciting program, I think, coming up in the summer that I think we've needed for a long time.
Yeah, so we're going to be putting on a spray clinic on July 17th. And so this is an event I wanted to put together because the realization that understanding application parameters is huge when it comes to making our herbicide applications, and some that we've not necessarily ignored, but not paid that much attention to in the past. And now with a lot of products we're spraying, and plus some of the drift issues we've had, they're things that we really do need to start paying attention to.
Yeah, and talk about some of the things that you're going to cover at this spray clinic.
Yeah, so at this spray clinic, we'll cover herbicides. So we'll cover what nozzle do I use for which herbicide. We'll cover how nozzles will affect drift, and then we'll have several demos in there. So we really want to cover all those aspects in the field. We'll do demos, we'll have live demonstrations, we'll have plots to look at. But beyond herbicides, we're going to have the plant pathologists there. They're going to talk about fungicide applications and how nozzles affect fungicide applications, because what we do for herbicides is different than fungicides, and they're even going to cover a little bit of the aerial aspect of that as well. Okay. We'll also have Dr. Stombaugh from campus, and he is our spraying expert, and he's going to talk about all the parts of the sprayer and understanding some of these new technologies that are coming out, and kind of the things that are in front of the nozzle. And then finally we will have Fred Whitford come. He's from Purdue, and he does a great talk on cleaning out sprayers. So spray tank contamination is a big deal, and he will go through an entire sprayer and talk about this is how we clean sprayers and how to clean sprayers effectively. So we're trying to cover the whole gamut in about a 6-hour day.
All right. Now, will there be any talk about calibration? I know sometimes we get a lot of questions about that.
Yeah, so Tim will be talking about calibration as well. So calibration is critical, because if you don't get your sprayer calibrated correctly, you're not going to get the application on there correct.
So it's all these pieces into this puzzle of spray application, whatever type of application we're doing, and you guys are going to kind of help us piece all this together.
Yeah, and like I said, we're going to try to do it not necessarily just sitting in the classroom staring at screens. We will have some slides, but getting guys out into the field, actually doing live demos with sprayers, having sprayers that we're actually using in the field and going through those pieces of equipment, and just trying to get a little bit more of a hands-on aspect of that. And we're going to spend about an hour and a half on each section, so really kind of getting into depth.
Now, who is the audience? So can farmers come? Is it just industry professionals? Who are you looking for? I'm
looking for anybody that's involved with a spray application. So if you're a farmer that makes applications, this is the type of thing we want you to come to. Our custom applicators, those guys, or anybody that has any influence on a spray application, even a crop scout who might be making a recommendation, if they have some of this background on understanding how the application gets made, it might help them make a better recommendation.
Absolutely. And some people might say, well, I've been spraying for years, and they might, but there's something, I promise, that you can learn.
Oh yeah, I think there's something you can learn. The industry is just it's growing, and it's getting more complicated every year, and especially with some of the issues we've had in the past couple of years with drift, it's something we really have to pay attention to.
Absolutely. So when is the spray clinic?
So it is July 17th. It starts, the registration is at 8. The clinic runs from 8:30 to 4 o'clock.
All right, and so people need to go ahead and get signed up for that.
Yeah, so to register for it, registration is required, and we'd like to have you signed up by a week before the spray clinic. There are limited spots, so if you want to attend this, make sure you sign up as soon as you can, because we are limiting the spots because it is a hands-on training. We can only take on so many at a time, so we do want you to register.
And this will happen at the Princeton farm?
Yes, this will be at the farm there in Princeton, at the UK Rec there in Princeton.
All right, and there's some construction going on, but everything's still there for this to happen.
There's construction going on, and we will have signs out there for you to follow and to get to that site.
Okay, so they need to go to the UK Weed Science page.
Yep, go to the UK Weed Science page, and on that front page there will be an article, and there's a link to the Eventbrite site in order to sign up and register for this event.
Is there a fee for registration?
There is a fee for registration. It's a $60 fee to register. So that's covering all of your, we did apply for continuing education units, so that's to cover that as well as meals. So lunch and everything will be provided.
All right, so July the 17th.
July 17th.
Mark your calendars, and hopefully we'll be able to have this event maybe every year, but certainly this year.
Yeah, the hope is to have this continue every year.
All right. Well, if you've ever had questions questions about spray application, cleaning out your tank, this is the event for you. $60. Go to the UK Weed Science page and get signed up today. We appreciate you watching the Farm and Home Show and hope you have a great day.
If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.